So I've had the Apple Watch for about a year and a half. This means I got the OG, all original, first generation Apple Watch Sport Space Gray Aluminum. I know what you're thinking, you judgmental piece of shit. Yes, I still have my Generation 1 Apple Watch. I could easily go out and get the Series 1 or Series 2 Apple Watch, which have improved the performance, added waterproofing, and GPS functionality, but pack that inside the same body as the Generation 1 and there really isn't an incentive to go upgrade. On top of that, the latest software is still compatible with the first generation Apple Watches. So we're talking a year and a half of waking up, putting on the Apple Watch, and walking out the door. There's gotta be a reason, right? Being able to switch bands easily and switch up the entire look of your watch is a huge convenient piece of having the Apple Watch. And as far as being at almost a year and a half old, it's held up pretty well. If you were looking for imperfections, you'd find them, but at a glance, you really couldn't tell. In my opinion, the best way to interact with the watch is through Siri. It's the quickest and only true hands-free way to access any information that you want. As we all know, Siri isn't perfect and it does take some getting used to. That's mainly because talking to smartwatches still looks ridiculous, but it's safe to say that talking to your watch is a little bit more normal these days than it was about 3 years ago. Siri isn't the only way to access that information though. Apple's new dock feature in watchOS 3 allows for up to 10 apps to be running in the background at one time for up-to-date information, from messages to weather to calendar and even that activity app. Speaking of the activity app, Apple's focus on fitness is simple. It comprises of 3 rings to motivate you to move more, exercise, and sit less. In my opinion, Apple's take on fitness is far better than Fitbit, so if you were trying to decide between the two, I'd say screw Fitbit and get yourself an Apple Watch. As for the watch faces themselves, I prefer the ones that show off the rings. Keep in mind that activity-focused watch faces aren't the only ones available. There's so many to choose from, and it's as easy as swiping on the watch face to switch between them. And don't forget about messages. Having full iMessage compatibility is something that sets the Apple Watch apart from any other smartwatch. You don't want to miss those cute texts from mom. As far as third-party apps go, my favorite is Tile because I use it so often. I'm always losing my keys and always losing my wallet, and the ability to ring those from my wrist is absolutely clutch. Thank you for watching, guys. That is it for me. Thank you for letting me be a part of your procrastination because you know you got shit to do and you decided to watch this instead.
Hey, listen.
Look, I finally made it out the gutter. Made away with my mom and granny, don't gotta struggle. Just to know that